全ては動き出した。力だけを求めていた。圧倒的な力。俺は手に圧倒的な力。力が全て。
Hey, what's up guys, it's YellowMotion here and welcome to another Let's Talk video of Tekken 7 Faded Retribution. And as you'll know, over the past few weeks there have been several rumors regarding Tekken 7 for this year's E3. Will Tekken 7, along with Harada and Michael Murray, be present at E3? Will we get a new trailer along with some new reveals and much more? Will the game come out to Xbox One and also for the first time ever officially on PC Steam as well? And last but not least guys, the most important to you all right now is, will we finally get a console release date for Tekken 7 on E3? Well, to start off, I myself believed and knew that Tekken 7 would be at E3 for sure. And I even have been in touch with some people that are going to E3 for some coverages, and it's been confirmed to them, saying that Bandai Namco will have a private theater presentation of Tekken 7 along with 10 plus titles hands-on. So yeah, I pretty much know it for sure, but I didn't want to run it off as another rumor. After all, it had to come from a source that we are all familiar with. And as soon as I discovered that IGN made its showcase schedule public, it was certain that we could say that yeah, Tekken 7 will be at E3. And also, as IGN has revealed, a game demo presentation will be present for Tekken 7 as well, on their live E3 show that's on June 16. So right now the main question might be in what capacity and what exactly can and should we expect from Tekken 7 at E3, right? Well, hopefully this video that I made for you guys will give you all the possibilities, insights and clear answers to those questions that I just mentioned. And although I have given my thoughts to these topics several times on social media in the past, I haven't actually made a video about them, discussing these topics. So guys, now with E3 just around the corner, I think the time is right to do that. But I want to give you guys my thoughts on Tekken 7 in general, concerning the production and what's yet to come. Especially what you need to know about it and what we can expect and how I think this all will tie into E3. But remember guys, this isn't just a speculation or a prediction video as you would call it, just for E3 only. Because this month and also the upcoming month of July will be very important for Tekken 7 as well. Because after all, after E3 we still have major upcoming events like EVO 2016 and much more events in the upcoming months like Gamescom, Tokyo Game Show, Paris Games Week, you name it, just a couple of them to mention. So guys, while E3 is just around the corner and it's very important, there are still much more opportunities and chances where we will eventually get the full picture and everything we need to know about Tekken 7 and Tekken 7 FR, right? And also, prior to the official arcade release of Tekken 7 Faded Retribution in the arcades in Japan, a special event is planned on June 15 as well, which is coincidentally also during E3, right? Where Nobi and Tokido will be present there as well, and they will also, showcase like basically what they did at the Japan Entertainment Expo, by having a one-on-one match against each other with Akuma and Dragunov. And you can also expect several announcements there as well, as they have officially said that they will actually do that regarding to Tekken 7 Fatal Retribution for the arcades. And you know what the difference is? Well, Michael Murray and Harada will be there present because they will be at A3, guys. But also after that, on June 18, we have the Tekken Talk presented by Markman at Wizard World Sacramento with Harada and Michael Murray, which by the way is also meant to catch up on all the Tekken 7 hype that's been going around. Well, what hype? E3 of course. And after that, in July, we have the actual arcade release of the game itself. And I'm sure not everything will be shown and told on E3, but it will be a lot and very big. So in a sense, you will understand why E3 is right now very, very important for Tekken 7 in my opinion. And I just want to give you the whole bigger picture of it all, right? So remember guys, most of what I'll talk will be of course my thoughts and opinions and some speculation as well. And it's up to you whether you believe it or not. But I'll tell you right now, most of what I will talk will have straight up facts that's already been known or said. And wherever I can, I'll show that to you too, right? And of course, I can't talk just everything about Tekken 7 in detail, but I'll cover the most important topics you need to know to be fully prepared of what's to come. So guys, ever since that Tekken 7 was revealed back at EVO 2014, we all know it's being developed with Unreal Engine 4, right? And this is mostly visible in the graphical side of the game. And well, since this is the first time ever that Tekken 7 is being developed with Unreal Engine, in this case Unreal Engine 4, it's also the first time ever that it's switched to a PC development environment system based on PC architecture. Because you see, Tekken used to develop with PlayStation hardware from the arcades, which were usually the Namco systems. And in that case, it was much more difficult to port the game to different platforms. And now with Unreal Engine 4, which is a software from Epic Games, it supports tons of tools, features, and possibilities to make your fully next-gen game. And Unreal Engine 4 is purely made for next-gen gaming, And with that, it's also fully compatible with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. But also, since it's directly developed on PC, it also natively supports PC, and with that, Steam and Steam VR, right? So, the choices are there to port any game you make with the engine to any platform you like. But remember, this is not just like a press of a button, right? Because obviously you have to see like what are you going to develop it onto, what are the specs, how are you going to optimize it before you can port the game to the desired platform you like. But in a sense, the ground up, the foundation is built in Unreal Engine 4, which makes the translation to other systems, such as the PS4, PC or the Xbox One much more easier than it used to be, all thanks to the Unreal Engine 4. And remember guys, Unreal Engine 4 is a software, so it constantly updates itself with new tools, enhancements, improvements, for the workflow and the production, for a company to use it to the fullest and make their final product even better. Which is, in my opinion, the best possible thing that can happen for Tekken. And as we all can see, Tekken 7 Fatal Retribution is the result of that, making huge improvements in just less than 1 year. And also guys, we know that Tekken 7 for now is only officially announced for the PlayStation 4. Not as an exclusive, but with exclusive features. But like I just said guys, with Unreal Engine 4, the possibilities to Xbox One and PC are definitely one of them. So just to make this clear, there won't be any PS3 or Xbox 360 versions of Tekken 7 if you were hoping for that, because Unreal Engine 4 doesn't support last gen, right? And also, Harada also mentioned and confirmed that the arcade board of Tekken 7 is based on PC architecture. And basically with that, Tekken 7 runs on a customized Windows 7. And as you can see from the boot up video, we see indeed that it runs on Windows 7. And just think about it, every gameplay, every stream, every video, every trailer that you have seen so far is basically true PC gameplay and footage. So with that said guys, we all basically have seen Tekken 7 all these years functioning on a PC. That's just the way it is in my opinion. But that's not all guys, because I'll come back later to the Unreal Engine 4 topic and to the PC topic as well. So, just like I said, only the PlayStation 4 has been confirmed ever since Paris Games Week, which was in October 2015, with some exclusives. And although it's very likely that Tekken 7 will be released on Xbox One as well, it was earlier assumed by a huge game site that we all are very familiar with. Well, it was GameSpot that said that Tekken 7 would be exclusive to the PS4. Well, they f***ed it up real bad because that is of course false. And if I remember correctly, they did also a major up by saying that Tekken Cross Street Fighter was cancelled, which is also totally false. And Michael Murray even cleared that rumor too on his Twitter, saying that just to clear some rumors, Tekken 7 has some exclusive PSVR content, and any other platforms are still to be determined. And as we know right now, the PlayStation VR will be mostly, for entertainment purposes, to enjoy the game from another angle. So what does this exactly mean?
So, in Japan, Hirado is one of the first developers to actually start working on VR title in the form of Summer Lesson. So early on, he did some experimenting with taking some character models and placing them in kind of a one-on-one fighting situation with you in first person. But it didn't turn out to be... you were fighting Brian at that time, by the way. But it didn't turn out to be as exciting as someone would expect. Exactly, it's kind of jarring, and it's not something that was that great of a game from a game perspective. So he currently envisions it's more like, when you look at Tekken and what the casual audience likes about it, it's the characters themselves, being able to see them not from first person, but from afar, to customize them, to see their animations and such. So maybe something along that line, like where you can kind of customize the character freely and watch their playback of the different animations and kind of enjoy it from that perspective rather than FPS type of style.
So in a sense, you can watch your character models and their animations as well from different angles and possibilities. And also, since Tekken 7 has tons of customization, you can also, dress your character and watch that as well, right? It's kind of similar to the prologue of Tekken Tag 2, where you had a model viewer and where you basically could, float around the character and do some actions and hear the character say some lines and all that good stuff. And also, what I kind of imagine is that, remember that Soul Calibur had some, character viewing demos as well with your favorite character, and maybe something like that as well, but with PSVR, right? So PSVR won't actually be used for fighting in a game while you are playing the game, right? But I can certainly imagine that you can watch your replays in first person, just for the sake of enjoying them, and even pause them too and look around them. I mean, that would be just cool. Just look your replay from another angle, see where you fucked it up or just owned your character, moving around, watching the match as a spectator from close, far away, you name it. You're basically God. But also, Harada's experience in summer school will definitely play a huge role in that as well, because after all, he has the experience with VR. And I can also imagine that PSVR is also going to be part of the story mode of Tekken 7, which is another cool thing to add to the game. How exactly we yet have to see, but I can definitely imagine it. And as we all know, Sony's PlayStation VR is going to be one of the main topics of their conference, so I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Tekken 7 PSVR trailer as well, just a separate thing, and see how that's like, right? And after all, IGN has their own presentation of Tekken 7 as well, and maybe Michael Murray and Harada can do the same thing, like demonstrating Tekken 7 for consoles, the story mode, the VR, because after all, they did something similar back in 2009 at IGN themselves, where the scenario campaign of Tekken 6 was demonstrated by Michael Murray and Harada, but also the gameplay in general. So I can imagine that we might get a new demo of the potential new story mode for Tekken 7, along with some other cool features and cool stuff as well, and maybe a potential PSVR demo by Harada himself. Because hey, that's what E3 is all about, and right now I think that it's the perfect opportunity for Tekken 7 to shine on that spot, which is just around the corner, guys. But more on Tekken 7 regarding the E3 topic, as I will continue to do that in my next video. So this isn't over yet, guys, because I still have a lot of topics to talk about, like the roster, the upcoming characters, and maybe new characters. But also, just like I mentioned from the beginning with all those questions, hey, will we get a PC version, yes or no? I might have an answer for that, so stay tuned, right? But in the meantime, guys, let me know what you think are you really hyped for E3? Because Tekken has been absent for 2 years on E3. Do you think it will be absent for a third time or not? Let me know, man, just let me know. Because I know there's an audience who is pretty hyped for it, but I also know that the half of it is like, nah, man, I'm not gonna believe it. I'm not gonna believe it. Man, nah, I'll see, man. I don't want to get my hopes too high up. I'm not gonna hype myself, and it's all gonna be a big ruse, and it's all gonna be complete bullshit. But hey, I'm on the same boat, guys. I mean, I totally believe Tekken 7 will be at E3, and if it's not, then I will be disappointed just as you guys. But hey, I wouldn't be making these videos if I would think it was like that. So yeah, let me know. Are you hyped for Tekken 7? What would you like to see from Tekken 7 on E3? And as I have made a poll on my social media as well, it is clearly, without a doubt, that most of you want to see a console release date announcement at E3. Because right now, it's the time to go all out, to go big on E3. And guys, make sure to follow me on social media as well. Whether like the page on Facebook or follow me on Twitter, because I'll be constantly updating with bits here and there, because I'm not always making a video, but when there is something juicy going around with Tekken 7, I'll always post it on social media. And remember guys, if you like this video, then make sure that you like it and share it with your fellow audience. And as always guys, thanks for watching, keep on watching, and stay tuned for more awesome Tekken 7 videos. My name is YellowMotion, and I see you guys next time. Peace.